Peace. Who's gonna come back with a quick video, man, real quick. Um, yeah, man, I might just start a separate channel. I'm not sure because I do like movies a lot of times, but I usually sometimes bring the words, sometimes I don't. Analyzing things like nature. Shout out to the Eval Eye. There's this YouTube channel called the Eval Eye. Man, it goes into the psychology, and the spirit behind and the motivations behind like certain villains, rather being movies, TV, or you know, video games, things of that nature, or anime. But I want to talk because I was watching about the Jason one because I know it was like the 13th the other week, last Friday. I was just watching it. And I was watching the video he did about Jason. I didn't realize that in the comment section because also too a lot of times like even when I'm like do other videos a lot of times because like a lot of times like because like one of my in my senior year of high school, man, one of my favorite classes ever in school was like film class. Like it was English class, but it was breaking down movies, but and the meanings and the undertones and themes behind it. Now in the word, I watch things with spiritual eyes and ears, but it was somebody in the comment section of the Jason video. He talked about this, man, because it is with all this and something I was actually talking about with my homie yesterday, and all was going on. Say like with just the industry and stuff like that in general. It's been going on for decades and eons, and with the industry, man. That's what that whole like on the left hand Luciferians things of that nature. That's all what they're about. Like the people like on the left hand side. That's all the Luciferians and the people that's on left hand sides in that industry in that world. That's what they're about. But with the whole Diddy thing, and whether it's Diddy, R. Kelly, or whoever, man, I don't care. Even Harvey Weinstein, it doesn't matter who it is, because I usually don't pay attention to that stuff. But here's the thing with that too, man, because but I was watching the video about the Jason one that he did, and and it's really knowing the psychology of it, because both of them aren't really innocent at all, man. But pretty much is the undertone, especially in this scene, because the person mentioned this scene. It's like it's kind of like even what Yahal Shashal. It was one of my elder brothers even said this, like I haven't talked to him in a while, but I was working with him last year. What Yahal even said, of course, like when he said offending the little ones is better than the millstone being going on your neck. He's not talking about offending your brother, your brothers and sisters in the word, stuff like that. Either I think it's in Sirach or Proverbs saying brother offended, it's hard to win over again. Just pretty much offending people, man. But also too, when he said offending the little ones, man, it's also talking to like pedophilia, actually harming and traumatizing children, man. That's what it was. Actually, the brother even said to me, I ain't never thought about that scripture like that, but I was like, yeah, it can be used in that sense as well, man. But going back to this though, it's just going into there's a reason why in this scene in Freddy versus Jason came out 21 years ago, 2003. There's a reason why because the person mentioned in the comment section that Jason had Freddy's head, because one, if you do the psychology and just think about it, one on the other side you had Jason that grew up with a certain physical condition or disease thing of that nature. He was kind of deformed. He was this he had dissociation disorder. He was just but he actually never had a childhood. Then on the other end of the spectrum, we got Freddy. Pretty much he's a his archetype is, even though I think they did his origin story one time, it goes into how he wasn't innocent, or I forgot how it went, but but now he represents pedophilia pretty much, coming because he always comes after children and teenagers pretty much. So and there's a reason why, because even somebody mentioned in the comment section, there's a reason why pretty much he's coming out with his head, because it's symbolic to that of ruining somebody's childhood or innocence, depriving them in that manner, that deserves death pretty much, man. So you deserve to get judged by that. But let's watch it, man, but it's going to be something key as well. See that? So see that? So see how that was actually a lot. That was very very key that Freddy even went to. Even though he got what's called even though he got what's called he got beheaded. But what that was underlying tone was saying that it's always going to be out there pretty much, man. As long as let's get Proverbs 29:2 real quick, man, because because that's what of course like how I said like the world will wax colder and colder, And let's go to Isaiah real quick, man, because you know what, real quick. Then I'm get this. Let's go to Isaiah 19:14 real quick. Okay, Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14, and it reads, it says, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. They have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, and as a drunken man staggereth his violence. So, Second Edges, even 15:11 says, this is spiritual Egypt, man. So, as this is a lot of perverseness and evils, but, it's only going to increase, man. But, there's a reason why, like, they have Freddy Wink in there do that, man. Because it's pretty much, let's go to Proverbs 29:2 real quick, man. Because as long as the wicked is in authority, these things are always going to happen, man. That's why new heavens, us going to, speaking of Isaiah, that new heavens and new earth has to be made, man. Because, the world of righteousness is like, as hope for, like, righteousness and more according to wisdom of Solomon. In 2 Peter 3:13, this world has to be too much blood, too much innocent blood, too much. One is by law it has to be going, man, because blood defiled the land and all these things like got the homosexuality, pedophilia, the injustice, not just judgment, violence, things of that nature. That's all like that's gonna happen. That and that's what it is, man. But let's get to Proverbs 27:2. It says, "But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked are beareth rule, the people mourn." So yeah, man, that's what it is. The world is always going to be in a state of mourning when the wicked are in authority, man. That Job 9:24, of course, the earth is given to hand of the wicked, man. So it's not just talking about Esau and that. That's what it is. I mean, because currently that's the current captivity now we're in, currently who's running the world. But even before that, even this world was even that's what even said it at Job's time, even before Job's time, man. So we know as long as that's happened, man, these things are always going to be happening. So that's why that's even happening. So that's what that undertone was. Let's look at it again. Because pretty much what's being said is like that's always going to be out there, man. Because think about, they're both archetypes. Like Jason, like never had a childhood, man. Even though Jason's not innocent himself, man. I think because I was reading the comments earlier too. I was reading the comments earlier. I mean, no, in the video, and they said like or the video he himself, the guy that does it, he said, oh well, Jason's kind of like in a roundabout way. He says Jason, he's just like, it's just really not how he is. It's not really in his control, pretty much, because it's like it was just he just suffers from he's more can be looked as a sympathetic like Frankenstein type of figure. Like he's not in control because it's like he has dissociation. He's just a killing machine, man. He's just programmed to do that. But if you watch the series like that, it's pretty obvious that even somebody comments, they say no, Jason's not really innocent what he does. He kind of pretty much knows what he's doing, pretty much, even though he is a lot of times out in control, but he's still not to be pardoned for that, man. Because a lot of times because somebody even mentioned, because I don't remember watching the whole series, all Friday 13 movies, like it's because I never thought he killed animals, or he I don't think he killed. Some people say he killed children in the comic books. I mean, the comic books, but I don't read those pretty much per se. I do watch movies here and there, but but I'm saying it to say that he does in the movie. Like it was one movie, I forgot which one that came out. It was one of those. He when he's at the camp with the children, he walked in the room for the children where they were sleeping at, but he didn't kill any of them. But but that is what it is, though, man. But Jason's not like innocent. He's not like not. He's no case not like innocent himself, but he's but Freddy, of course, like even though people even said in the comments Freddy never had a childhood, but it's like Freddy, his archetype is kind of like different. Because Freddy a lot of times too, he's more of a offspring of those that probably were didn't have a childhood, or if he, even if he got, I know these are all fictional characters, but I'm saying that as in, because this stuff, the archetype of people, because this actually happens every day. And I'm just giving this as a, because as a what's it called, for everyday life, as a just how it computes to everyday life, but even though he's a product of somebody repeating the cycle, like of it's one of those, a lot of times people that have been molested before, now they start to do it, or they begin to do it. Now they become that, like like R. Kelly pretty much per se, or like I'm saying to use him as an example, or any other regular people, man. They do that, because it happened to them. Not saying that it's right or easy, or like not right, or like they should be pardoned, or it's I didn't mean to say easy, but it's right that they're doing that, but that just happens, But also too, I think, because even I think one of the movies he was found innocent, well, not he was found innocent. He didn't actually do it, but he's taking all his frustration on children, because he was killed, he was burned, yeah, he was burnt alive for just allegations that, like, pretty much having vengeance and having revenge, because it's like, okay, cool, I was accused of something that I didn't do, now I'm just gonna take it out on the party that I was accused of doing it, and children. So but pretty much what Freddy is, like, he's represents of yeah, he pretty much represents somebody that of a pedophilia, man. That's the undertones, man, because I always watch things spiritual eyes and ears. That's why I'm even doing this. But let me keep going, man. Yeah, so that's what they're saying, man. So pretty much that's uh they were that's pretty much why he went, man, because pretty much like that Proverbs 29 too, that's always going to be out there, when if we're living in a world like this, the longest, like, the wicked are ruled, is this stuff is always going to happen, so that's what your house I said, the world's going to wax quote unquote eviler and eviler, man. So that's just is what it is, man. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that real quick, man, because with all this stuff going on, like, kind of with the D stuff and all that, or any other stuff, man. I usually don't talk about this, but and I do want to, like, kind of go over, touch on movie scenes real quick. Sometimes I might add the word in, and I might not, but and the word might just come out. This is what it is. That's all the Most High house I was doing, but yeah, man, because I was actually talking about this with my homie yesterday. So peace.